Oh my god, hey, remember me? I'm that girl. Sounds like she's been smoking a pack a day. And you know, nothing's more sexy than getting your date sick on Valentine's Day. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a little tutorial to get yourself all prepped and then cough in your date's face. Like me right now. So today we're gonna be doing a little Valentine's Day tutorial. I'm gonna be using the chocolate bonbon palette. I know in my last video I asked you guys if you wanted to see a look. Nobody said anything, so I'm giving it to you anyway. Didn't ask for it, I'm giving it to you anyways. First, I'm going to start off by priming my face. I don't know which one I want to use. Either blur and smooth or blur and illuminate. I think I'm gonna use the blur and illuminate just because like that's what I need. First, I'm gonna put my hair up. And yes, if I were going on a date, I would wear this onesie just so that you know. I'm everything. I'm everything. I'm kind of in a time crunch because my day right now is going over to Rihanna's and literally not doing anything. I'm gonna take my sexy looking face and I'm gonna cover it in blur and illuminate. This is the Maybelline Master Prime, in case I didn't already say that. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand. Looks like this is my first time trying this. Looks like Frosty the Snowman just took a nut in my eyelashes. Goals, love it. I'm gonna be putting that on my nose, like around my nose kind of, to blur. I don't know if this is just gonna blur or if it's gonna fill pores. Where else do I need to blur? I use that like setting that like completely blurs it out so that it's like completely fuzzy because that's what I need to do to my face. Okay, actually I really like this primer. It does blur. Like I don't feel anything on my nose and usually it's super bumpy, but it's really evening everything out. I don't even know how. It does not feel silicone-y. It does not feel like weird. So I really like this. So far this is a 10 for me. Let's see if this makes my makeup stay on longer or let's see what it does. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I'm in the shade Fair Light Neutral. Honestly, I always try and be like different in all my videos, but I can't remember if in my last video I did my if I used my Dewy and Smooth or if I use this or if I use my Makeup Forever. I have more foundations than that. They're just my favorites. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And where the fuck is my beauty blender? Awesome, awesome. Can't find it. Also, okay. That was really scary. I'm buffing this in the place that you buff it, on my dick. I'm gonna be putting this on my face. Nope, I'm gonna be putting it on my armpit. Where the fuck else would I put it? I love this foundation. Okay, also this primer is making my foundation go on so nicely. Honestly, when I first put it on, I was like, this doesn't really give very much illumination, but actually, like underneath, do you see how like dewy this looks? I really like it, and it's my forehead's so wrinkly. I look really pale because of the lighting. I swear I'm not this pale. For concealer, I want to use something that is even whiter than how white I actually am. I want to do something different, but like, we know me. I always say the same shit. I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. I always say my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, but this is the concealer. I have never heard anyone talk about this concealer, so I definitely think it's one of those hidden gems. This one is so full coverage. Like, also for somebody like me who like doesn't get sleep because I'm an insomniac. No, but like actually I am. It really covers up my dark circles. It makes me look like I don't have like actual bags under my eyes, and yeah, it's pretty lit. To set my under eye, now I'm gonna try and use something different. Fuck, I literally have like 3 under eye setting powders. I should probably get more. I only have my like Kat Von D, my Tony Moly one, and Fit Me. That's literally all I have. I'm gonna be taking my favorite brush to set with. I also love using this for foundation. This is like the e.l.f. It's like the Selfie Perfect foundation brush. I don't know, it's really good. I'm also gonna be setting my forehead because my forehead's very wrinkly. Okay, and then for, what do I do now? I'm gonna be busting out my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. If you haven't seen my palette collection video, I go into depth about this. Not actually, I literally only talked about it for like 5 seconds. You should still go watch it. I just got 2 brushes from Morphe. I got the M519 and then the E36, so I'm gonna be taking these 2 brushes. First, I'm gonna be going in with the shade Almond Truffle which is this one. It smells really good, even though I found it in the dumpster. All those fumes get into me. So I'm going to take the shade Almond Truffle and I'm going to buff that into my crease as like a low-key transition color, but it also gives me some kind of color on my eyelid, and I'm just going to be like doing circular motions and shit, you know, the usual. Then I'm going to be taking the shade Mocha. This is such a simple eye look. Actually, you're going to laugh at how simple this is. I'm going to be taking the shade Mocha, which when you couldn't even see it that whole time. Fuck. I suck at this. The shade Mocha, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be putting that like actually into my crease, and I'm going to be taking a lot of that color, really building up the pigment. Now you might be asking, Annika, why aren't you taping up your eyes? Well, truthfully, I just forgot. This has been one of my go-to looks recently. I love doing this look. I think it's really pretty and really feminine, and I think when you blend it out just right, it looks awesome. I really like the way that it looks. Maybe taking my Urban Decay Naked, the brush that came in the Naked palette, I just really want this like flat paddle brush. You can literally use any dense flat paddle brush. Can't talk. Any dense paddle brush that you want to use. And I'm going to be dipping this into the shade Bordeaux, which is this kind of almost, it's like a dark brown and it has purple undertones. It's very like pink. And I'm going to be putting this into my crease, like literally drawing a line. And I'm going to be like kind of blending it out, but like not actually. And then I'm going to be going back with the Morphe brush that I just lost. Where did you go? Where? Oh, here. I'm gonna be blending that. And then I'm gonna be taking the Bordeaux shade and I'm gonna be like putting this in the outer part. So this, instead of being really messy when I buff the normal crease color into my crease, I'm doing this very controlled and like an actual C shape. I'm not blending it out. I'm literally just putting it in there. I'm not making any sense. Wow. Helpful tutorial, I know, but like just so it looks like that. I'm not really blending it so that it like kind of blends out. Now I'm going to do the same with this eye. See, I'm putting it in like this. And then I'm taking the brush and I'm just going back and forth. I'm not blending up. I'm literally sticking this into my crease, blending back and forth. So it looks like that. And now personally, I like to leave the center of the eyelid blank, but if you really wanted to put something in, you can do whatever you want. I would suggest something like a light champagne-y white, which we all know are my favorite colors. Actually, I kind of want to do that. We gonna do that. I'm gonna be taking my Makeup Peak eyeshadow in the shade Shimma Shimma, and it's not Shimmer Shimmer, it's Shimma Shimma with an A. It's this one. I'm also probably gonna use this to highlight my face. You know what? I'm too ratchet for brushes, so I'm just gonna take this on my finger, and I'm gonna put this all over. Do we see that? Jeffree Star's Androgyny palette just came out today, and I have to say I was so excited for it, and honestly I'm not impressed with the colors. Like, I was so excited because I really wanted his Beauty Killer palette, but I was gonna hold off to see if the Androgyny palette was any like better. But the selection of colors was so weird. Like, I don't know, there's like blues and greens, but they're like all like subdue, which I don't know, it's really confusing. So I have that on my lid and I'm just blending that in with this brush. It doesn't have anything on it. I mean, it probably does because I haven't cleaned it in a really long time, but I'm just doing that. And then I'm going to be taking my Morphe E36, which is the teeniest, tiniest, littlest, fuck, my camera's gonna die, it's like that. And I'm gonna be putting a little on my lower lash line, kind of. So now that I'm done with the eyes, I'll do the mascara last. I'm going to bronze my face with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm not gonna contour just because I want this to be a very light kind of look. This smells like everything. Like, it smells so good. I'm just gonna take this on my Real Technique Expert Face Brush. It looks like this. I feel like everybody has this brush. And I'm just gonna like, fuck, that was the worst thing I could have done. I'm just going like this. You know how to put on bronzer? And I'm putting that on my forehead. Yikes, I went a little bit too heavy. But gonna look like J-Lo. So now that I have that, I'm going to, for like the first time in a really long time, I'm gonna do blush. Just because, again, I want this to be really girly and feminine. I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. small stipple brush on my Milani. This is the powder blush in the shade Tea Rose. Looks like this. I love how it's a little rose. I think that's so pretty. I was talking, but I had my mouth closed. I said I'm gonna be putting this right here. I don't like putting it right here. I like kind of blending it in with my bronzer. Otherwise, it like makes it makes my face like look actually red, which I don't like. And then I'm going to be highlighting with Makeup Peak Shimma Shimma, which is the eyeshadow that I put all over my lid. You're not going to be ready for how pigmented this is on the face. What? Girl. Go. So I'm going to be putting that lip in there. I'm going to be dusting this on my nose. Other cheekbone. I feel like Jeffree Star. Like, girl. Like, oh my god, check this highlight. I see you, pigment. I'm going to be doing lips, and I wanted to do a red lip to go with this because, of course, it is Valentine's Day. I'm going to be using my Milani. This is the Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 02. I'm going to use this to line my lips, and then I'm going to be using my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the shade HD Romance. I need to sharpen this. I'll be right back. So I just went ahead and I put that on, and then for mascara I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex just to stick with the whole Valentine's Day theme. Ow, I just poked my Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this. If you don't have a boyfriend, this, like, I feel like Netflix would really enjoy this look, and like all you need is Netflix. Haha, hashtag relatable, hashtag just girly things, hashtag all I need is Netflix, hashtag suck my dick. Like, I'm gonna put my hair down so I can take my thumbnail picture, which will look like this. Peace out guys, check out my last video, and yeah, gang gang.